Hello everyone. Today I am going to read out an essay titled Writs. Article 32 and 226 of the Constitution of India provide for the writ jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and High Courts respectively. Article 32 guarantees the right to move the Supreme Court by appropriate proceedings for the enforcement of fundamental rights conferred by Part 3 of the Constitution. The Supreme Court shall have power to issue directions or orders or writs, including writs in the nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto, certiorari, whichever may be appropriate, for the enforcement of any of the fundamental rights conferred by Constitution. Under the Article 226, every High Court shall have power throughout the territories in relation to which it exercises jurisdiction to issue any person or authority, including in appropriate cases, any government within those territories directions, orders or writs, including writs in nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto and certiorari, or any of them for the enforcement of any fundamental rights conferred by Part 3 of the Constitution, and for any other purpose. Power conferred on High Courts is not in derogation of the power confirmed by Supreme Court by Article 32. The High Court of different states enact provisions regulating the business and exercise of powers of High Court. The rules made by High Courts regulate the procedure. A petition under Article 226 is an original petition. It shall be headed with the cause title and shall set out the provisions of law under which it is made, the name and description of the petitioner and the respondent, a clear and concise statement of facts and the grounds of relief and the reliefs prayed for. The petition shall also contain a statement as to whether the petitioner has filed any petition seeking similar reliefs in respect of same subject matter earlier, and if so, the result thereof. It shall be signed by the petitioner and his advocate, if any. The petition shall be accompanied by following documents. 1. Affidavit verifying the facts relied on. 2nd. Copy of the impunged order, if any. 3rd. Schedule of documents relied on the affidavit with copies of such of those documents as are in possession of the petitioner. When the state is a respondent, 2 copies of original petition, the affidavit and 1 annexure thereto shall also be produced along with the petition for the use of that respondent. The copies of the document shall be authenticated as true copies. 1 authenticated copy of application, the affidavit and the annexures thereto, for the use of the court. As many additional copies as are there respondents shall also be produced along with the original petition. While admitting the petition, the court may pass interim order on application made for the same to meet the ends of justice. The petition shall be filed by petitioner or his advocate. If the petition is for writ of habeas corpus and if the petitioner is in jail, the petition shall be presented to the officer in charge of the jail for being forwarded to the registrar of the High Court. The original petition of writ of habeas corpus shall be accompanied by an affidavit of the person restrained stating that the petition is made at his instance and setting out the nature and circumstances of the restraint. If owing to the restraint he unable to make the affidavit, the petition shall be accompanied by an affidavit to the like effect made by some other person, and the affidavit will state the reason why person restrained is unable to make the affidavit himself. The respondent in the original petition may file written objections in form of counter affidavit. It shall be accompanied by the schedule of the documents relied on with authenticated copies of such of those documents as are in his possession. There shall be 3 authenticated copies of the objection and the annexure thereto for the use of the court, and additional copy for the use of petitioner. The petitioner may file a reply to the objection. It shall also be accompanied by the schedule and authenticated copies of documents as stated above. So this was an short essay on the topic of writs, and it will provide you with the insight into 2 articles, namely Article 32 and 226 of the Constitution, and their relative interdependence and free existence in our Constitution. So I hope this piece of information which I have chosen from a renowned book written by a renowned writer, of course, will help you out. So keep studying. Bye bye for now. This is all to help you out in your understanding of law and prepare yourself as good citizens of India. Bye bye for now. Stay blessed.